recently had a case where we were trying to use technology in a way to show not just facts about the crash, but about the changes in a client's life after a crash. And one of the things that my client said is, oh, I used to like to walk or run a lot before this crash, and now I can't do it. And that's sort of hard to quantify. Like we can use photos to show her finishing a 5K, before the crash, but that doesn't have the same effect on sort of showing a day-to-day, change in someone's physical activity. Mm-hmm. And so the way we were able to prove that is we pulled our Apple Watch data. And you can do it with Fitbit or Garmin or any of the fitness trackers, but we made a graph just showing the number of steps she was averaging, the 3 months before the crash and the number of steps she was averaging the 3 months after. And we sort of tied that into all the effects of it. We had a doctor talk about how when people are less active, they're less likely to live as long. And there's all this data on physical activity in terms of longevity, et cetera. And so it wasn't just the physical, I should say. It's not just the mental or the physical toll that lack of movement takes on her body. It was the mental toll, that this was sort of her escape, that having this ability to get out for an hour and sort of get away from life and do these runs, that was sort of taken away from her. And so that's something we used to prove damages. And that was important after a car crash.
Almost on the flip side, just out of curiosity, could that be something that could be also used against
in
an argument?
Yeah, and increasingly we're seeing insurance companies ask in depositions. So they'll ask a client, hey, do you track your fitness in any way? Do you track your steps? You're saying that you're limited in terms of what you can and can't do. We're going to send a subpoena to Apple and see if they can get your Fitbit data or your Apple Watch data, because it may contradict some of your testimony that you've given. And sometimes they get creative with it. They'll send subpoenas to your gym for the surveillance footage of the inside of your gym. Anytime Fitness, Bailey's, they all have cameras inside. Mm-hmm. That footage is stored. If an insurance company's smart, they'll go get that footage and see if they can catch you lifting or working out or doing something you shouldn't do.
So similar to like social media, you gotta if you're posting stuff on social media saying you can't do something, it's going to get used against you.
Yeah, social media is a little easier for the person to control, right? Because you can control what you post, things like that. But when it comes to being in public, I mean, you're out in public every day. Mm-hmm. That's why I always tell clients, like, if you say you can't do something, you really better not be doing it, because there's always some way to catch you. Mm-hmm.